when you're at the top on a roller coaster, you can't unstrap yourself unless you want to die. What's up, guys? Thank you for clicking on this video. My name is Shar and I do videos based around my spiritual journey. If you're interested in my growth and spiritual journey, please like this video to help my channel to grow and get me in the algorithm. I wanted to talk about my intuition, y'all. So let's get into this video. What is intuition? It's the ability to acquire knowledge without recourse to conscious reasoning or needing an explanation. So let me tell you, I talk about this. I had so much noise in my mind. There was so many things that was going on when this thing started, and there was just noise. Did not have an inner voice. I've always heard of having an inner voice, but I didn't have an inner voice. And it's like, if you ride the subway, you know what it's like to get to a connecting station. Through time, I've been going from station to station to station, and just about 4 years ago, when this journey started, I got to a connecting station. And when you get to connecting stations, if you've never rode any metro, subway before, there's a lot of people, there's a lot of noise, as with any subway station. A connecting station is just filled with so many more people, so many different levels and exits. That's where my mind was 3 or 4 years ago, with everything that had happened up to that point, which started me on this journey. I feel I was pulled into it. I was not ready for it, but it's like when you're at the top on a roller coaster, you can't unstrap yourself unless you want to die. Like, you just got to go down and go for the ride. Baby girl was blocked. Emotionally, I mean, I've heard of manifesting. I've watched YouTube. I thought it was fake. I was very negative. I was very toxic. I made jokes about people, and I wondered why my blessings would never come. I was not eating the right food. Put that old Shar in the trash. I was very blocked emotionally. We were all in quarantine, checking on my friends, and we've been bonding over watching full moon readings and tarot card readings, right? What is the energy for today? We checked in with each other so many times in text. I don't think we'd ever FaceTime. I feel like we really only FaceTime like one time. Tarot cards, and I really always just wanted to learn, but there was always some resistance in me learning how to read tarot cards. I got to a point to where I didn't need tarot cards anymore. I know and understand. It used to be music. It's always been music. I'm sorry. It used to be music that I always needed on. It always needs to be playing. But nowadays, after doing all of the sound therapy and the sound healing, I like to hear people talk. And sometimes I just like for things to be extremely quiet and me not to talk. There are a lot of places that I don't like to be in. I remember going to Barton G's in Miami. It's so famous, it's so well known. I'm sorry. It's loud as hell. And I probably should have had an edible or something. I had so much anxiety in that place. It was so loud. The show-stopping food, like, that was amazing, but just the noise level, insane. There are a lot of places I just cannot be. And if I am in a place like that, I have to be drunk. I had this ex that I once told him, like, you always gotta smoke weed when you're around me. As a smoker, when you stop smoking, like, you get irritable in the list, but it's weird. I don't want to do that anymore. You know, can we go bowling? Like, quesadillas, chicken wings, and drinking. Can we find something else to do, please? Let's get back on topic. My intuition. I was into tarot cards, right? There was always some resistance there. But we recently discovered that baby girl got gifts. Okay, I'm very intuitive. I'm very sensitive. I have gone through this so many times. I'm doing a chakra energy cleanse through sound, and I can feel where my energy blockages are within my body. A lot of times the heart chakra and crown, I cry. My sacral chakra, the root chakra, there are a lot of things that I need to forgive myself for. The root chakra one was crazy. My intuition. I wrestle with my ego. Your ego is there to protect you. I get these cravings to where I can't wait to get home so I can journal. I can't wait to get home so that I can meditate. I can't wait to get home to write about something that I can manifest. And it became like second nature for me to create. And I was so amazed at the power of the mind. If you think of something, you can bring it to life. You know, as is with hairstyles, your style, like the way you dress, how your day is going to go, the relationships that you cultivate. All of these things start in your mind. And it wasn't until I was actually intentional on practicing controlling negative thoughts and negative thinking. You know, I have to change the way that I speak to myself. I have to be soft with myself. I have to be kind to myself. I can't call myself names. I can't tell myself that I'm stupid. But you have to stop that language. You have to change that language. You have to change the way that you talk to yourself. And it all goes into play. I remember I'm so excited. I'm sleeping with my journal on my bed. I'm having vivid dreams. I'm unlocking all of these different chains in my mind. I'm unlearning things and I'm forgiving myself and I'm crying. I was crying so much. Like, I thought I was tough. I thought I was hard. And I'm literally crying about something that I remember that I let it slide because I wanted to keep the peace. But as everything started to go well and work together while I'm journaling and while I'm meditating and while I'm feeling where my energy blockages are and while I'm paying attention to them and while I'm writing them down and I'm telling myself how we're going to get through this and I'm documenting the process and I'm documenting the journey and I'm able to tell my friends, you know, the changes that I'm experiencing and they rest well with me. Oh, we're on to something. When you set your mind out to do something and it rests well with you, so much so to where and receive. Now, let me just tell you, you don't need anyone's approval for when you want to change your life, change something, focus on something. You really don't. But when it is well received, meaning they already saw that in you, they were just waiting for you to get it, boy, you become unstoppable. You know, I used to watch YouTube videos all the time. So I'm like, okay, 10 of Cups, you know, Ace of Swords, you know, this means that. And then when the card gets flipped upside down, I don't know what the heck it means. So I'm just going off my intuition because these thoughts will come into your mind. You'll start to read energies. You don't need the tarot cards anymore. And then it gets even crazier when you start to have a relationship with yourself and a relationship with God and you learn to release control and not try to control outcomes. There will be spaces that you enter that you know that you are supposed to be there. You feel welcomed. I've been in spaces where I feel welcome before, but just not on this level. When I've emptied my mind, when I've given myself an assignment to get right with one with spirit, when I learned to pray, when I learned to journal, when I learned to let things go, when I learned to tell my friends, no, I have boundaries. When I tell my friends, no, I can't do a tarot card reading for you because I don't want to play God in your life. We really don't need those things. Whoever you pray to, the universe, always listening. Always there. Your protection is always there. Ancestors, they're always there. I don't need a bracelet to tell me that. I don't need a cross to tell me that. It becomes much greater. I don't need my journals. I don't. I talk to God in spaces where I feel closest to Him. And for me, that's anywhere near water. My intuition speaks to me. My intellect, God talks to me. anytime I'm near water, while I'm washing my hands, thoughts come to me. When I told my family member about that court case that I predicted, all the way down to the decision that the judge was going to make, and I said it was going to be a male judge, and I was so right. But you know, I don't put myself in those situations anymore to play God in people's life, and that's when I knew I was doing the right thing, because I also stopped trying to play God in my own life. I had so many questions about why is this happening to me? Why did I allow that to happen? You know, because I want understanding, and I want to know, and I want to learn so that I don't do this again. I further understand that I'm not in control, and a lot of things I just have to let them go, and that the reason will come to me. I didn't want that. I didn't want to hear that. I needed that answer right then and right now, or I hated you, or I blamed you. And I had to learn to let that go. I had to learn to let go of that feeling. I remember I used to worry about money all the time. Always used to worry about where the money is going to come from. When was the last time that I was completely broke? Was I living above my means? A lot of times in the past 4 or 5 years, absolutely. I spent $400 on this daggone girl for her birthday. Absolutely I did. But when was the last time I was completely broke? And I asked God, I don't know how I'm going to do this. And that was all I said. I don't know how I'm going to do this. And I remember one morning, I got up. I was supposed to get gas in my car. Someone said, check your emails. That thing said, girl, you have a direct deposit of and I was like, nobody but God. Many times God showed up in my life, bro. He's allowed me to reinvent myself and change who I was. He's allowed me to create so many things, so many times. My journals, my job, the managerial position that I wanted, the way I carry myself so that people don't talk to me like I'm a child. I really struggle with that in my 20s because I look so young, and I'm always so upbeat and happy that, you know, it's like, oh, she's immature, you know, let me just, you know, treat her like she's my child, you know, let me take her under my wing. Yeah, I may have needed that, but there was also an underlying feeling always in a lot of the spaces that I was in that I need to be bigger. I need to come off as more mature. I need to be who I am. I need to show up as I am. But that am was not who I wanted people to see me as. And so over the years, I've changed a lot, but I am so grateful that it has not aged me. And it's just very interesting to come from a place of love, wholesomeness, to know, you know, to know that your prayer works, to know that, you know, it is important to have faith, and it is impossible to do things without faith and knowledge of belief in a higher power. That is just what I truly believe. We get all these things done, not just by prayer alone. I want people to understand that you get all of these things done, whatever it is that you want, the power of manifestation. You get all of these things done, not just by prayer alone. Not just by prayer alone. You still have to do the work. Honey, you still have to do the work. I know you studied, but you still have to do the work. You still have to do the work. Always remain a student. It is so important. And why am I speaking on all of this in terms of the topic of intuition? Because it all goes into play on how I was able to manifest, how I was able to reinvent myself, how I was able to recreate ideas, bring my dreams to life, be able to tell stories, be able to create this YouTube channel, be able to attract people and grow a following. My Facebook page for my business, I've gained now 12,000 followers. It all happens in your mind. If you haven't thought about it, then, you know, your life is not going to get there. You have to daydream sometimes. Talk to yourself nicely. Be gentle with yourself. Sit outside in nature. Sit in silence. Write. Draw. Be delusional. Imagine. Feel it. Own it. Feel the temperature. See the smiles. Feel the pleasure. See the design. See the space. Imagine that email. Imagine that yes. Imagine that change. Imagine that acceptance. It is all in the power of your mind. We can create anything. The possibilities are endless. And the more you practice things in good faith, your intuition will speak to you. You will be able to differentiate your ego from your intuition. If you're like me, you will become sensitive in rooms of people who are not genuine, people that want your life, people who think that you cannot change, people who don't welcome change. You will feel it. You will know it. You will learn how to have empathy for others. You will learn how to stand tall and to stand on your word. You will be able to speak love into people. You will be able to tell your story and allow it to resonate upon hearts of many. People will be attracted to you. They will be attracted to your light. You will be more discerning on where you spend your energy. You will learn to protect a lot of your beliefs and desires. And just watch all of your dreams come true. Man, I've reached such a high this year. I didn't know things would go this far this year, but I'm just so grateful. And I just wanted to share that message with you all today. Yeah, we're not gonna get too deep ever, but if you enjoyed this video, please leave me a gratitude message in the comment section below. As always, thank you for watching this video. You can support me by subscribing to my YouTube channel, following me on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook. You can purchase my manifestation journal, among others, on Amazon, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.